Mtoto Africa Child Care Ministries is a non-profit organization registered in Uganda, East Africa. Our purpose is to raise a resilient, resourceful community, godly leaders for Africa's tomorrow today. We all know that things rise and fall on leadership. And a family is where kings, queens, and great leaders are born, nurtured, and mentored. But once these people don't find a safe landing, we will never, ever get to see a resilient, resourceful, community good leader in our country, or in Africa, or in the world at large. Mtoto Africa was founded in 2013 with our mission of restoring hopes of vulnerable children in the communities.
I was born HIV positive, but now I'm on medication. So I just thank Mtoto Africa. Abasobodde okunyamba because era singa sibbo, I think sandibadde na wano.
Mulinga Mtoto Africa tenaba mukwatako nga buli ssaawa tava ku bitanda, tava mu ddwaliro, ate nga nange enfuna yange yeeyo ntono. Kale nga sirina oluusi ze mpa ku ssomero ate naze mutwala mu ddwaliro.
Mtoto Africa yatandika okumanaginga nga ndi mu P4 paka nakati wendi era nkyenyumiriza mu buli kimu kyende. I'm proud of who I am.
Mtoto Africa is a Swahili word that means the African child. And we want to see the resilient, a resourceful community leader rising up, being nurtured to take on the leadership of his or her community. Access to resources in these hard-to-reach communities where Mtoto Africa carries its activities is a great kickstart. Education, once we get schools, good health services, good sanitation, this can enable an exceptional leader we are looking at to access the better education that will better him or her to carry out his duties in this world.
Manza basi Mtoto Africa vuka ya muka kafungasi. Kakimani klamje kaima school fees uke. Manza rubanira evukasi.
Nze nina mantu kati ni bizibu ya kusoma y'abaana naye nesaba Katonda yambye kati yasindika aba mu Africa bayamba nze nyaziza nnyo.
Our parents are low-income earners. Some of them cannot afford school fees. It takes long for them to clear up to the end. And others, we have found that scholastic materials, it's hard to provide. So the Mtoto have helped in sponsoring such programs.
Our mission as Mtoto Africa is restoring hope, inspiring talents of vulnerable children through bringing resources closer to the community's reach.
They come up with their few computers they have and they teach their children. In fact, it has helped these children to come up computer literate, especially when they move to other institutions. They find it easy to continue. They have really discovered their talents. Others were not playing, but now you see children are playing through sports and games activities brought by Sanyuka.
Sanyuka is our local native word that means joy. This is where we have all the children come and we mentor them. It's more of a mentorship program. This is usually done on the weekends and on some public holidays when the children are out of school.
Here they taught our children how to make envelopes, and we have seen some are trying to make envelopes for some clinics.
We have tailoring, where we support young girls and women in the communities, those that had not gone to school, to have such a skill so that they can earn something out of that.
They are just telling him to sew, to making the pads. And when they make the pads, some are taking to helping herself. They are taking to cook and to go and help him, and they are going to sell for others.
In Sanyuka, we have games and sports. We have Bible study. We have also one-on-one talk with a child to find out from each individual child what are the challenges, what are the problems that this child is exposed to.
Our girls was not educated very long, and they are like just the primary 6, either primary 7, they left the school like this because they are facing the challenge. Nobody can assist them.
We have what we call Bible studies, where we nurture out these children spiritually so that they grow up with the fear of God. The Bible tells us the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So we normally have preachers that go, we do heart to heart, house to house preaching, so that, we mentor out people's souls for the love of Christ. Whenever we go in the communities, we talk to people, and those that feel like led, that they want to follow the Jesus I follow, then we connect them to these churches.
Before the Mtoto Africa Child Care Ministry intervened, the church was at a state where it is even worse, because that time there were only 3 poles, because the wall has collapsed. Actually, it was completely demolished, so we cannot do anything at that time. And even the Christians themselves were scattered. But when Mtoto Africa came in, things have really changed, and I hope it's going to continue changing. They gave us iron seats, they gave us doors and windows. We were also contributed by laying bricks. Yes, as I talk now, the church has a stand.
In Adjumani, the community donated a piece of land to Mtoto Africa. This is going to be the first of its kind model community center, where we want to bring the resources we are talking about, the schools, the medical facilities, to have in the community, such that a child, a leader we are nurturing, has access to all these aspects of life that any leader, any good leader, inspires.
If there are no well-developed brain in terms of skills, as far as the technology is concerned, we are doing nothing. But when it is there, we are assured and believe that we are going to leave behind very technical people, Ugandan by nationality, and we shall be proud of their future.
We carry out medical clinics. We have medical volunteers, personnel, whom we work with through the government, officials at the district, to go in the communities, to sensitize communities on primary health care, on family planning, personal hygiene, nutrition, most especially nutrition, because most of the children whom we have, whom we see, whom we interact with, you find that most of them are malnourished. So we go down on the ground in the communities to educate the parents, the guardians, on the best ways possible to feed up their children.
Mtoto Africa Child Care Ministries is a very good organization, is a life-changing organization.
They are God-fearing, likewise the school. We made the partnership with them because they are good, helpful and resourceful.
Mbagamba nti begattire wamu ne Mtoto wa Africa bayambe kwa abaana abalingang'anze.
I believe that vision will help our village. I believe it will materialize and help the community in Meachiko village, Jigwe parish, and entire people in Uganda as a nation.
It takes the whole village to raise up a child. We appeal to everyone out there to stand with Mtoto Africa, to partner with us. We call upon volunteers to come and work together to see that our vision is realized of raising the future leaders, not only of Africa, but of the world. Sponsor a child. In that way, you'd have put a brick into the better governance of this Africa.